Space Engineers, spend or save. So before I get into this review, I just want to make sure that everyone knows that this is still an early access game. Some of the stuff may still be subject to change, so if you see something here that you don't like, just remember that it still might be changed. When the full release comes out, I'm going to make another review for the full release, so it's up to you whether you want to wait till then or buy the game now, but bear in mind that my experience that prices do go up once the full release comes out, so if you do buy the early access game, you will probably end up getting it cheaper than others than waiting. So let's start off with the description of the game on the Steam store page. Space Engineers is a sandbox game about engineering, construction and maintenance of space works. Space Engineers utilizes a realistic volumetric based physics engine. All objects can be assembled, disassembled, damaged and destroyed. The game comes with 2 game modes, creative and survival. Volumetric objects are structures composed of block-line modules interlocked in a grid. Volumetric objects behave like real physics objects with mass, inertia and velocity. Individual modules have real volume storage capacity. Space Engineers is inspired by reality and how things work. Think about modern day NASA, technology extrapolated 60 years into the future. Space Engineers strives to follow the laws of physics and does not use technologies that wouldn't be feasible in the near future. Space Engineers concentrates on construction aspects but can be played as a tactical shooter as well. We expect players to avoid engaging in direct man-to-man combat and instead use their creativity and engineering skills to build war machines and fortifications. Space Engineers shouldn't be about troops, it should be about machinery you build. Okay, so as I said above, there's 2 game modes, there's creative and survival. For you who've played Minecraft, you would know the difference between creative and survival. Creative is where you get unlimited resources and you can build whatever you want. I found myself building a penis spacecraft on a creative server online and ramming into other people's spacecrafts, which for me was quite fun. I don't know about you, you probably have different tastes, that is a bit weird, but that's what I like doing. Survival is kind of where you start off in a default spacecraft, you have no supplies, you have to get yourself onto an asteroid, you start off with 3 tools and you have to mine until you have enough resources to build compartments for your ship. There's loads of different blocks you can build. It's kind of like Minecraft, the building process. You build these kind of blocks. You have a standard block which is just a steel cube where you can expand your ship and make the boundaries, and you can make the thrusters and the brakes and the landing gears. You can be very creative in this game basically, and if you have a creative mind, if you liked Minecraft, this is basically Minecraft in space. One of the best things about this game is the multiplayer. Whether you decide to play against other people or decide to play cooperatively, it doesn't really matter. I mean, if you find a group of friends to play with, you can have a load of fun. You can decide to find an asteroid and build a massive spaceship by combining your supplies that you've gathered. It doesn't matter which way you go, but the multiplayer really tops off this game for me. With a maximum of 16 players on a server, that's more than enough. Even though the maps are enormous, I don't know how big the maximum map is, but the maps are enormous. You always have free space if you don't want to join up with other people. Also, with the dedicated servers, the games get saved, so you don't have to keep restarting the game when you leave. You can just join back onto the same server you're on, and you should spawn back into where you were. There is a lot more to this game than I've explained. I mean, another great thing is that this has Steam Workshop all over it. The mods that they can produce, the third-party mods, it's going to be great. Once this game hits full release, there's going to be some great mods that come out. Maybe graphics enhancers or new materials that you can use. There's so much more that you can see on the Steam page. I'm not going to go through it all, but in conclusion, I'm going to say if you're a Minecraft fan or simply like sandbox building games, this is a good game for you. It's only in early access, it's going to get better. So yeah, my final verdict is spend.